What if I told you that the biggest mistake real estate agents make isn't about market knowledge or sales skills? It's about trying to be everything to everyone. Over the past 2 decades, I've sold over $3.9 billion in residential real estate. But here's what might surprise you. I never finished high school. I have a GED. I grew up in a group home due to abuse and neglect from my parents. So if someone like me can build a listing empire, you absolutely can too. But only if you stop making the mistakes that's killing 95% of most agent success. Today, we're talking about the most profitable lead source strategy that so many agents completely ignore. And it's costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. So let me paint you a picture. Sarah is a real estate agent down in Tampa. She's been in the business for 3 years. On Monday, she's cold calling expireds. Tuesday, she's posting on Instagram trying to build her social media presence. Wednesday, she's door knocking a neighborhood. Thursday, she's trying to set up a Facebook ad campaign. Friday, she's at a networking event passing out business cards. Sound familiar? Sarah is suffering from what I call scattered agent syndrome. She does a little bit of everything and mastering nothing. And here's the brutal truth. Scattered agents stay broke. The most successful agents I know, the ones earning 7 figures, have one thing in common. They've mastered one lead source. Not 5, not 10, 1. Think about it like this. If you had to dig a well to find water, would you dig 10 holes that are 2 feet deep? Or would you dig 1 hole that's 20 feet deep? The scattered agent digs 10 shallow holes and then wonders why they're dying of thirst. The focused agent digs 1 deep well and has water for life. Now, here's where most agents get it wrong. They try to copy what worked for someone else without understanding their own natural strengths. It's like trying to wear someone else's clothes. It might fit, but it's never going to feel right. After working with thousands of agents, I've identified 4 distinct lead generation personalities. And understanding yours is the key to unlocking your profit potential. Personality number 1, the prospector. The prospector thrives on outreach and high energy conversations. If you're a prospector, you love making calls, you're not afraid of rejection. In fact, every no you enjoy because you know you're getting one more closer to a yes. And then you believe in the law of large numbers and you have the energy to execute on it. Prospectors excel at expired listings, for sale by owners, pre-foreclosures. I remember working with Kate, a prospector in Tahoe. She was making 100 cold calls a day and loving every minute of it. While other agents complained about rejection, Kate was celebrating. She knew that every conversation was either a yes or at least some very valuable market research. Kate consistently listed 8 to 10 homes per month because she had found her natural lead generation style. And then we have personality number 2, the networker. The network builds their business through relationships and trust. If you're a networker, you love meeting people at events, coffee shops, community gatherings. You thrive in face-to-face conversations rather than cold outreach. You have a long-term mindset and you're willing to play the relationship game. Networkers excel at referral-based business, corporate relocations, luxury markets. Mary is a perfect example of a networker. She's the kind of agent who can walk into a coffee shop without running into 3 people she already knows. She's deeply rooted in her community. She knows the school board members, the local business owners, and the longtime residents. Mary hosts quarterly educational events for her sphere of influence. Her clients don't just hire her, they become her advocates. She built a business where her phone rings with referrals because she invested in people and made genuine relationships. And then we have personality style number 3, the internet influencer. The internet influencer generates leads through content, authority, and online engagement. If you're an internet influencer, you're comfortable on video, social media, digital platforms. You love being in front of the camera. You prefer attracting leads rather than chasing them. You love educating sellers and positioning yourself as an expert through your YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, and email marketing. Internet influencers excel at digital lead funnels, social media marketing, and building their online authority. Jay is a digital powerhouse who understands that attention is currency in today's market. He doesn't cold call, he creates daily value for his YouTube channel, social media, and podcasts. He loves being in front of the camera and enjoys learning about the latest technology. His clients come from online lead capture tools that provide free, high-value content like instant home valuations, educational videos, in market reports. Jay has built a business where leads come to him because he's established himself as the go-to expert in the market. Then we have personality number 4, the direct marketeer. The direct marketeer believes in precision marketing and playing the long game. If you're a direct marketeer, you love the strategy behind targeted mailers, branding, and neighborhood farming. You prefer one-to-many outreach rather than one-on-one conversations. You excel at staying top of mind through strategic mail campaigns and systematic follow-up. Direct marketeers excel at geofarming, just listed and just sold campaigns, and strategic direct mail. John is a direct marketing expert who uses data-driven outreach to dominate his farm area. He sends just listed and just sold postcards, community event mailers, and targeted homeowner reports. He loves collecting and analyzing data. He enjoys sending unsolicited CMAs to homeowners and then door knocking just to make sure they got it and following up. John looks forward to sending what he calls letters from the heart to connect with his database as his go-to strategy for dominating specific zip codes. Here's where the real magic happens, in my opinion. Once you identify your lead generation personality, you make a commitment. You commit to mastering one lead source for at least a year. 12 full months, not dabbing, not testing, mastering, right? Not just dancing all around with the flashy light syndrome, right? We're mastering. And this is where most agents fail. They want to hedge their bets. They want to keep multiple options open. But here's what I've learned after selling over $4 billion in real estate. Commitment creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates results. When you commit to one lead source, something beautiful happens. You stop being a generalist and you become a specialist. You stop being good at everything and become great at one thing. You stop competing with everyone and start dominating your niche. Let me give you a framework for the next 12 months that's really going to help. But before we dive in, I want to make sure that you unlock our 5 money models of a listing beast. The link is in the description below. This free resource is going to show you exactly how top agents structure their business for maximum profit. So grab it now, because what I'm about to share builds on these fundamental models. Now, month 1 through 3, foundation building. This is where you learn the fundamentals of your chosen lead source. You study the scripts, the styles, the strategies, the best practices. You're not worried about results. You're building your foundation. Then month 4 through 6, skill development. This is where you start to see some traction. You're getting better at the conversations, the systems, the technology. You're starting to generate a lot of leads and probably a lot of listings. Then month 7 through 9, momentum building. This is where things really start to click. You're getting consistent results from your lead source. You're building confidence and refining your approach. And then we get to the sweet spot, months 10 through 12, mastery achievement. This is where you become dangerous. You're not just generating leads, you're generating quality leads consistently. You've become known in your market for your expertise in this area. Here's what happens when you focus on one lead source for a year or 12 months. Month 1, you make 100 calls, you get 2 appointments. Month 6, you make 100 calls, you get 5 appointments. Month 12, you make 100 calls and you get 8 appointments. Same activity, better results. And the only reason I'm talking about calls is to make sure that you understand you're still going to be talking to people, whether inbound or outbound, but the conversion is going to go up dramatically the better your systems get. So you can work less and make more. Because you've developed expertise, because you've refined your approach, because you've built confidence, because you've created systems. This is the compound effect of focus. Let me share with you the formula that's created more millionaire real estate agents than any other. Personality plus focus plus time equals mastery. Mastery plus consistency equals predictable income. Predictable income plus systems equals a scalable business. It's that simple and it's that powerful. The reason most agents struggle isn't because their lack of talent or even the lack of opportunity. It's because they never commit to mastering one thing. They're always looking for the next shiny object. They're always chasing the latest trend. They're always starting over instead of going deeper. But the agents who build lasting success, they go deep, not wide. They become the expired listing expert in their market. They become the luxury specialist in their area. They become the geofarm master of their community and then multiple communities and neighborhoods. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, honestly assess which of the 4 personalities resonates the most with you. and your authentic self. Are you a prospector who thrives on direct outreach? Are you a networker who builds through relationships? Are you an internet influencer who attracts through direct mail content? Or are you a direct marketeer who dominates through systematic marketing? Second, choose your lead source based on your personality style. Don't choose what you think you should do. Don't choose what worked for someone else. Choose what aligns with your natural strengths. And then third, draw that line in the sand and make a 12-month commitment. Write it down, tell everyone about it, make it real, make it visual, have scoreboards, and then commit to mastering this one listing source for the next 12 months. Here's something I learned growing up that most people never understand. Success isn't about having the best circumstances. Success isn't about having the most advantages. Success is about maximizing what you have. I didn't have a family to support me. I didn't have money for college. I didn't have connections to the real estate industry, but I had focus, I had commitment, and I had the willingness to go deep instead of wide. And that made all the difference. You have a choice to make right now. You can continue being a scattered agent, trying a little bit of everything and mastering nothing, or you can become a focused agent, committing to mastering one lead source and building a predictable and profitable business. The scattered agent stays busy but broke. The focused agent builds wealth and freedom. Which one will you choose? Now, if you like this and you want to learn about the top 8 listing lead sources that get you listing appointments the fastest, then check out the next video where I break down each one in detail. And if this video helped you gain clarity on your path forward, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which lead gen personality you are. I read every comment, I reply to each one personally, and I'm here to help you build the real estate business of your dreams. Remember, if someone who grew up in group homes with just a GED can sell $4 billion in real estate, you absolutely can achieve your goals too. The only question is, are you ready?